I'm Carcina. Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
No one knows Carcino and none of these.
There's so much going on in the world, and I'm just giving my 2 cents on it. Go in and do a raid at someone's house, but you don't have an arrest warrant for them. What's up? We right back at it, playing with black magic. Oh, buddy. Even Act caught a stray. And then he looking like, why did I get a stray? What are you, stupid? You think people that see your little clip, you want to be famous? Now you're famous. Yeah, Kendrick Lamar, that was not him. That was not Kendrick Lamar you just heard in that 616 in LA. That's K-Dot. That's K-Dot. What y'all heard now today was Dot. That wasn't Kendrick Lamar. That was Dot right there. That was pure Dot. Oh, there was a lot of things in this just off first listen. It was just amazing. I'm quite sure when I go back and listen, I'm going to find other jewels. But just off first listen, it does its point. Oh my gosh, that he done it well. It's Canadian Father's Day, and yeah, that's what somebody said. It's Canadian Father's Day. That's also the date of Tupac's birthday. That's also Tupac's birthday. So, you know, that's what a lot of people are going to read into these things all the way through. Marcus, look at Marcus. Amazing. See, no, let's calm down. See, you don't even understand. That's what I'm saying. You don't understand hip hop, buddy. Marcus, you probably don't even understand what this done. The reason why we said it's amazing, you don't even know yet. See, you don't give the miracle time enough to process. You've already, nah, it ain't nothing. He said, oh, yes, I do understand. He said, Marcus is making the other Marcuses look bad. You making the Marcuses look bad, man. I caught the bars. Okay, you caught the bars. So what was he doing here? You got the floor, Marcus. What was he doing? What was he doing in this? What was the goal? Do you know what this was about? Why did he come with this? First off, anybody know Drake always title his diss records and stuff like this, or he always do his freestyles like this, 5 a.m. in Toronto and all this. So now he has 616 in LA. So you already knew this was going at Drake right away. As soon as you saw that title, you already knew what time it was. But now, he was breaking the team from the inside. Basically. So you wasn't really off point. But it was deeper than that. He's not breaking the team from the inside. He's putting the distrust and the anxiety into Drake not to trust his team around him. because he's already knows Drake. Drake is paranoid. Drake is a paranoid individual. If anybody knows him, he's really, who could I trust? So what you do is you feed off that by keep inserting doubt. And he knows what Drake has been doing since Euphoria dropped. And y'all like, Euphoria is what? Yeah, okay. Euphoria is one of the most powerful #1 trending songs everywhere, even in Toronto, his hometown. They're bumping it. So he's shook because normally his bots and all his other stuff could pull him out of this. But there's nothing he can do, that all of his antics and gimmicks are not working. Normally Drake posts a little meme, he put the 10 things I hate about you up there. There's the thing that I hate your smile, I hate you. He put that little clip up there and put a heart and all that while he's somewhere writing. Then he was on stage with Nicki Minaj talking about, yo, y'all know what I got to do. Yeah, y'all know what I got to do. Yeah, I'm going to, I'm going. Y'all know what I got to do. Yeah, y'all know what I got to do. Then do it. Oh, my goodness. Well, Drake is setting it up like a movie, but now it's set up for Drake to be the star. Okay? The bully and the villain that you want to make the villain is tearing your ass up. So now it's like, what are you going to do? Come on, Rocky. But see, Drake comes from emptiness. There's nothing there. You see, oh, man, my damn arm. There is he said he can make a club banger track. See, that's the thing about Kendrick Lamar. He can do that. The thing is that he's a pure MC. Biggie is an MC. You think Biggie was a club song banger? No. On all Biggie's club songs was some of his best verses. Big was spitting no matter what the track was. Get Money, club banger. That ain't a Biggie record. Biggie is not a club rapper. He just a dope MC, and with his pen, he wasn't lazy. He could make any record. But when you're an artist, Drake is an artist who's stuck between R&B and rapping. Okay? Rapping bars and doing all this. It's like, okay, that's that. But dude, you can't rewrite history. And that's what most of these guys try to do. You can't do it. The game won't allow you to do it. They know you. So the frame of there's no escape, that's vast. You can't go from one shell and jump to another shell when everybody done seen you. Like they seen your shell. You can't recreate this tough Drake who battle people and take people down and all that. You're not built like that. Kendrick never came in trying to be something that he wasn't from day one. You see, it's hard when you're trying to change your image and redo your life. Jay-Z, this is why he couldn't beat Nas. Sean Carter to Jay-Z, damn you on Jazz. You defeated right there. You're Jay-Z, Sean Carter to Jay-Z? Damn you on Jazz. That's all he needed to say. Those small bars spoke volumes. Yeah, why is your name Jay-Z? Your name's Sean Carter. Where you get Jay-Z from? Oh, Jazz. Oh, you even hyphen it like him. Damn you on Jazz. So that line spoke impact, small bars, but truth in those bars. Nas never came out pretending to be nothing. He was Nas. That's him, Nasir. Nasir bin Aludara. That is his name. He never changed anything. So when you see that happen, and you see people like academics catch a stray, what I do? No, they know you. They see your mannerism. They know who you running with. They know who you want to win. They know who you sitting there in cahoots with. He leaked the track to you. He leaked the track to you. He already lost. You don't leak. You go leak it to DJ, or you can give it to Funk Flex, Ebro, somebody that gonna really spin it. This dude ain't even a DJ. He's an internet guy. You leaking it with him for? Because he's an ass kisser. He's going to kiss your ass all the way down the line. And that's why you continuously do this. Still trying to push the circle through the square. Or the square through the circle. You said we took that information about Drake requesting a feature and Kendrick turning it down. Uh-oh. That sounds like a controller. That's something I don't want falling down. He said it right the first time. Yeah. I screamed on the inside. I know, right? Of course he's a better rapper than Rick Ross. Like, come on. Yeah, he's on that OVO payroll. He said, I knew it was over when the ad. That's K Dot, man. That's where he come from. I don't know what Ross did. Shoot, 8 Hype is way better than him. I mean, everybody, I haven't really seen nobody, Drake can battle people like Meek Mill. That's what I'm talking about. People like Meek Mill. Now, I always told y'all back in 2009, there was a discussion made with my buddy KJ, my cousin KJ, rather. He knew Drake would be a star. It was Young LA, and then there was Drake. Those were the two. So if you weren't them, you weren't getting anointed. You were not going to be in this group. But let's listen. This your boy Carcino back in 2008/9. Let's listen.
Drake ain't weak. He just makes suicide music. Every song. Ransom. What's that? The best I ever had. Successful. I'm like, man, I don't want to be successful. I'm like, damn, dog, you got millions of dollars. What are you fighting for? Then when you see him, he all smiling. Like, y'all was out this jersey. Y'all, God damn. What's wrong with this dude? But you can tell it's suicide music. Listen to it. Ransom. Successful. Best I ever had. He was holding a chick for ransom just to be successful because she was the best he ever had. That's what it's all
about. Now, as you can see right there, as you can see in 1080p, I was telling you about Drake. And suicide music. He never sound happy on none of the songs. Best I ever had. Best I ever had. I don't want to be successful. And Ransom. So I was telling y'all back then. So I was telling y'all the truth. KJ was saying he was the future and he was going to be the one. Now, if this don't tell you this is raw and cut, this ain't no fandom, is nothing. Drake was basically a nobody, just blowing, just starting to come up. He had those 3 singles out. His album wasn't even out yet. His first album was not even released. We talking about Ransom, Best I Ever Had, and Successful. This was these 3 singles, and these dudes are going crazy about Drake finna take over the game and all this, and I'm just like, man, why is this dude? He's just so corny to me. Like,
but he the best he ever had. Come on, man. That camera up out of here. Go ahead. Tell him who better. Tell him what's his name, Jay Futuristic. Oh, it's Young LA. Y'all know.
Young LA. Yep. He put me on the Drake music and his favorite, Young LA. Shouts out to KJ. Cousin KJ, man. Look, KJ was the first fan you had that was from the United States, Drake. I'm going to tell you that right now. KJ was your first one. This better than the Nicki Minaj crime voice he did on Euphoria. I like the piece of reference, Jab and Drake, with all the pedal stuff, but I think Taylor Made better than this. Taylor Made isn't close to this. First of all, Taylor Made won Mad Max, and I appreciate the super chat, but let me explain to you what Taylor Made was. Taylor Made was a failed attempt to try to clown him by using Tupac and using Snoop and using the AI, because everything was like, is it AI or is it really them? Is it AI? Is it really them? So Kendrick says, I own it. Kendrick manager actually responded back, said, if we gonna say something, we gonna do it direct. We're not coming. You ain't gonna have to guess if it's AI or us, because they had this owl season out there that everybody was playing. And everybody's like, man, Kendrick just smoked My homeboy riding with me. He's like, dog, you got to hear this track. You hear that Kendrick Lamar? I'm like, Kendrick came back or something? Dog, play this. It's owl season. I'm like, dog, this is owl season. This is AI. And then another guy gonna rap at the end of it who trying to promote himself. Dog, how did they get you with this? He was gone off of it like, oh man, Kendrick, I'm telling you, he killing him. Owl season, baby. I'm like, I said, if Kendrick put it out, believe me, you gonna know it's Kendrick. You ain't gonna have to question it. So as you can see, I told you what I thought about Drake music from the very beginning. From the very beginning, before his album was out and the mixtapes was out.
And then when you see him, he all smiling. Like, y'all was out this jersey. Like, damn, dog. Every song. Ransom. What's that? The best I ever had. Successful. I'm like, man, I don't want to be successful. Like, damn, dog, you got millions of dollars. What are you fighting for? Then he got, and then when you see him, he all smiling. Like, y'all was out this jersey. God damn. What's wrong with this dude? But you can tell it's suicide music. Listen to it. Ransom. Successful. Best I ever had. He would hold a chick for ransom just to be successful because she was the best he ever had.
Got receipts. No, I've been a truth teller. It's like, and what I say, I don't hate the dude. Yeah, I know. Drake fans didn't know he spent $500K. They knew. Some of them knew. They just wanted to ignore it. Like academics didn't report on it. They covered that up. Yeah, his album didn't even drop yet. First album not even out yet. And we had the video on Drake. Because I knew about Drake because of KJ. That my cousin sitting right at that computer. That's how I was up on all the. That's how I knew about Young LA, what went on with T.I., Young LA, and everybody J Futuristic. Everybody was still in his style. Lil Wayne biting from him. So all these dudes was out here being Young LA. Ain't I? That guy. They were being him. Those guys. So. No, where I saw it from was from a site I didn't trust. I never saw it on that level because it was never on a mainstream site. So when he said it, I was like, oh, wow. K-Doc is more intelligent than Drake because he has knowledge of self. When someone has knowledge of self, it's really hard to defeat them when you have nothing but affirmation to validate you. You need the applause and pats on the back from other people. That's what, like they say, you let victory vouch you. Go celebrate with your team and let victory vouch you. But the next game play we do might smack this shit out you. So that's what I'm saying. It was going on all the way back then. Oh no, that was vintage K-Dot, what you heard tonight. It was rap. at his best. Like he said, the trifecta: money, morals, and culture. Money, morals, and culture. That's my leisure. My visa. Passport is tatted. I show up in Ibiza, dwelling in Brooklyn, just to put some, he said, just to put some pizza. Who could reach this? Only God can do this. Oh, well, this goes back to the tailor-made thing when he was like, you better use a quadruple entendres or something. You better come with something. So that's why he was letting him, like, it's got to be some out of this world stuff. So he started coming at him from a higher plane. And that's what Drake didn't really understand, grasp, or get. He was coming at you from a much higher plane, bro. Academics deserve the straight. Y'all got mad at me for saying, man, why you keep talking about academics? He was jealous he gave it to academics. No, I'm saying giving it to academics made you look like a fool. Why would you leak the song to him? It's like, what? Who is he? Really, in the game, who is he? That made you look even more fake and lame. You leaking it to a guy that was in the basement of his house, who was stealing ramen noodles out of university. You're leaking it to him because he's a dick rider. Okay? That's why he gave it to him, because he kisses his ass. And he mentions him in this to now give more reference to the situation. I don't even know how people would even go to his page. That's what I'm like. What are they there for? Like, he has nothing. He's not entertaining. He's not informative. He knows nothing about hip hop, period. So it's like, what? That proves nothing. This guy knows diddly squat about it. And so he will tell you about syrupy drip murder versus murder sip drug Percocet man. That's about it. Yo, Percocet man, yeah, that was hot. Yo, Percocet man, oh, and then his girl Molly, yeah, I'm telling you, Percocet man and Molly, man, they got some fire. It's like, come on, man, who wants to listen to that crap? We're talking about hip hop over here. This dude said Kendrick is very inconsistent. He makes an album every 5 years. Drake got a deeper catalog. And he gets the women. Dude, do you think K-Dot have a problem getting women? He's got his fiance, but he ain't got no problem getting any woman that Drake got. K-Dot can get any one of these women that Drake got. And so can you. If I told you I'm sitting on this couch and I've had a girl that had Drake, that Drake didn't have, would you believe it? That this man sitting on this couch exactly. You know why? Because Drake get his girls from where? Strip clubs, the sewers, everywhere he can. Do you know why him and Future are beefing? If you on the Patreon, you already know. But you didn't know how deep that rabbit hole went, did you? And how I knew so much about the hoe. Because I know the hoe. That's the hoe that almost took down LeBron James. LeBron. Yeah. So we know all about it. And she mixed up in this whole drama that's going on with Future and Drake. And none of y'all don't know what's going on. Absolutely. I put it at the top of our Patreon so that you guys would understand it when you saw it. That's why I said that song wasn't about Kendrick. It was more about Future. Push-ups is more to do about Future than it is anybody else on the record. Kendrick, he gave some bars to, but he really was upset with Future. This had everything to do with him. This is an exclusive. You never saw this video because it never was released on YouTube. This is only on my Patreon. The exclusive reason why Drake and Future are really beefing. We never told you that here. Now, many people on here will sit there and tell you, like, it's no secret about who the girl is. They've actually brought the girl up, but it's more layers to that. There's so many more layers. Now, we'll give you a little taste. I'll give you a little taste. I'm Carcina. The intro for this that people trying to come up with. Okay, let's go. There we go. Now, y'all know her as Just Tokyo, right? She's wearing the "We Don't Trust You" shirt. People say, oh, I know that. We know who the girl is, right? So y'all know this is about her. Drake had her before Future. Her name is Just Tokyo. And she goes into this whole big thing, right? But she's average, right? She's not even all that. But absolutely. She got this little online thing where you can shop and do all this. But let me tell you, her hit list goes all the way down the line. Y'all don't even know. He was like, I was just on the Patreon. That is crazy. Yeah. And I know her past because she used to get down with Floyd Mayweather. So I know her. I know what she does. So she used to get down with Floyd before Drake, before all that. She was getting around with Jay Crowder. Jay Crowder's wife, well, baby moms, caught him. Drea Lampert, Dina Lampert, and all that, caught him sleeping. You know, he was a part of the group called the Four Horsemen. It was LeBron, Tristan Thompson, him, and I forgot who the fourth dude was. Now, Drake allegedly, according to Future, well, he said YouTube has a video summary now. She got a lot of bodies. So her and her little Utah clique all her little slut bags from Utah, they would go on a spree of bringing them out at the All-Star game weekends, fly these chicks out, and they would run them. So LeBron, all the rest of them, that's what they used to do in the Four Horsemen. Jay Crowder, stupid self, messed up, let his phone get, caught laying out his baby mama, went through the phone, saw all that, and burnt him up on his own Instagram. And he's seeing all the messages from her on Instagram, the photos, LeBron, all of them. So she got all the information. She's like, I'll expose all of you and your nasty, dirty friends, and went to go contact their wives, the Senate. Like, this is what our husbands are doing. This is what our men are doing. Like, she was way out of bounds. So this is why LeBron and Jay Crowder ain't really cool no more. Because Jay Crowder he didn't purposely do it. He just stupid. So look, y'all getting some real information here. This is what we tried to tell y'all. A lot was going on, and it's all involving this woman. So if y'all want to know the rest of how dirty this woman is, y'all go on there. She changed her name to Just Tokyo. Her name used to be Lil Tokyo. Why would you have to change your name to Just Tokyo from Lil Tokyo? Because Lil Tokyo on Instagram and Twitter was getting lit up. She was getting lit up on IG and Instagram. So she had to shut it down and start a whole new one. Now it's Just Tokyo. This is what Drake said. He's always in Toronto, or what he said, I'm always in Tokyo because I'm big in Japan. When he say that in that line, he's talking about her, not actual Japan. For those who didn't pick that up. He was sending that shot to Future because I'm big in Japan. So that's what he's talking about. Tokyo, her. Like I told you, that song was more about Future than anything else. He started right off going after Future. I could never be no one's number one fan. Because that's the same thing Future said about him, remember? Then he started talking about what? Abel, right? He started talking about what's his name, spending up his money. What's his name, spending all your cash out there, spending all your money. Because Cash was doing what? Buying everybody chains. He bought Future a chain, put him on his plane, flying them out, and all that stuff, spending all his money to entertain these dudes, right? That's what Cash do. That's the Weeknd's manager. And he got Future and all them, got the chains on, bought Future a chain, everything, put him on the plane, flew him out. And Drake was like, wicked, wicked, wicked. That's everybody know Wicked is, Future's album, right? Wicked. That's what I'm saying. Y'all was so caught on K-Dot. Y'all missed everything he was saying. See the first lyrics there? What it say? From Future song, right? Wicked, 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 wicked. So, like I said, there's a lot of levels to this that you didn't even know about. Now, Future mad because allegedly Tokyo was telling him some things that Drake was saying, pillow talking to her, and she went and told Future. Allegedly. So y'all see how deep this rabbit hole goes. So if you on the Patreon, you'll get the full story on what's going on between these two. Now, I just gave y'all a little taste of what's on the Patreon. Mm-hmm. Well, they start talking about who's the smoking gun. That's because academics is a punk. He's a punk little fanboy. Pillow talk. Yeah, I'm an old head. Right. Old heads live longer. Why? Because we follow rules. Yeah, see, old heads know. I've been around these heads. That's the same Tokyo that used to be around Floyd. And Floyd sometimes have people around him that he shouldn't be with. And right now he's in the mess in Dubai because he was with somebody he shouldn't have been with. He said, I see why Cole apologized. Yeah, I know. What no, so when you get back to this 616 in LA, when he said, who am I if I don't go to war? Remember he said that? There's opportunity when living with laws. That's what old heads do. We live by the laws. Y'all want to live with, I don't gotta respect no laws. You see how long you last without it? I discover myself when I fall short, raise my hands to the sky. What he said, he was fantasizing, jumping planets, immortal lives. And he corresponding with three angels watching me all the time. He's talking, he's talking spiritual. He's speaking from an ethereal level. Everything he's talking about is ethereal now. He's talking about being a man, putting my children to sleep with prayers, then close my eyes. The definition of peace. Tell me who gonna stop me from that? Because he comes from love. He comes from his heart. This is telling Drake, this is where I come from. This is who I am. This is what you don't have. You're empty. You can't beat me. There's no way you can because you don't come from this. See, it's hard to explain to the people that just don't get it. They don't know. It is real hard for somebody to beat you when they've changed up to be something that they weren't when they came in the door. I'm gonna make it even clearer for you. I'm gonna show you my phone. Drizzy, who is that? Who's sitting like that with his legs crossed? Hugging up with the white boy. You can't beat Kendrick. You will never beat Kendrick. You're not gonna beat Crazy. You're not going to beat Kendrick. We know too much. The information is too much, buddy. You're not gonna win this. You can't change who you are, wheelchair Jimmy. What did you have to do on Degrassi? It's not about pictures, it's about rap. That's right. Rap paints a picture. And you look at that picture and put the rhyme in there, it all makes sense, don't it? Life imitates what? Art. Art imitates life. See, you got to understand, this is a battle, dog. All of that stuff matters. So you can't fake your way into the game. You came up as an actor on Degrassi. You were the poster kid for, safe rap. You were easy listening rap. As I said back in 2009, you were making basically suicidal music. I wanna be satisfied. Best I ever had, best I ever had. Girl, you're my everything. He was just all monotone. Ransom. All of it was like no energy, all one tone, all the way down. I'm just like, man, this dude sounds depressed. Why is he making all this depressing music? And I just showed y'all the receipts. So that's going back to 2009. So Over wasn't even out yet. This is what I'm saying. That video was made before Over even came out. His album, none of that was out. He had those three. Ransom was from the mixtape. So I've heard his Canada mixtapes, everything, because my little cousin KJ was sitting right there and he was playing all of it. He used to play Young LA, all of it, right at that PC, that computer, and play those records. I'm watching boxing, he playing music. And he would sit there and I've listened to the whole journey. I'm like, man, dog, I don't hate the guy, but he sounds like he's depressed. Why does he keep sounding like he's depressed? But when Kendrick raps, what does it cover? It's meaningful rap. And you know why? Because people pay attention to everything Kendrick says. Even the mainstream casuals pay attention to what he says. Not since Nas have I seen that impact, where people really focus in on his lyrics or what he's saying. Not since Nas. Since I've seen somebody really do that. No, I like Drake. I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he acting tough. That's enough right there. That is it. I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he's acting tough. Because he's not that. It's like, dude, you're not that guy. You're trying to act like you're trying to embody the people you hanging around to protect you, that you got to pay them from robbing you. You paying them so that they don't rob you. Where are my Crodies at, fam? Oh man, it's like it's entirely different. So the rap style he was using was basically the sun, moon, and stars. That's how this whole thing was going. When he was rapping, he was K-Dot. He was coming from every angle, talking to interstellar, ethereal rhyming, the mannerisms of Raphael. so you gonna get the right. So you gonna get the art. So it was pretty much that, shooting stars and all that. But then he switches it. But he said the industry's cooked, right? He said, as I could pick the carcasses apart or something like that. But he was like, yeah, somebody's lying. And I could see the vibes on AK. Even he looking compromised. Yeah, he's compromised. Because he's a liar. He's a manipulator. He do anything for a bag. And we're going to go into that on the Patreon, more about him and Whack 100 and Adam and Vlad and all of them. But see, they compromise. But he's like, let's peel them layers back. Ain't no brownie points will be on your chest harassing and effing with good people, buddy. Yeah. You see that? Ain't no brownie points for that. He was talking about, man, Cash Dog, y'all going after Cash Dog. Cash Dog ain't even the leak. So now you said that they going after these people because they thinking they the leak. Everybody went after Jaz-O when Ether came out. They was, man, he talking about us. How did he get all that information? Jaz-O was saying, everybody blame me. Like I gave all that information to him. Chicago gave AK a pass. Where? Who? When? When? How? Who? Okay. let him come past those lines thinking it's cool. Just let him try it. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying they gave him a pass. Okay. I didn't know about it. Drake gonna roll up on me with a blammy. This guy's coming with a blammy. That's him and his Crody is right there. No, we're not worried. Not budged. His next album better be fire. No, his next rhyme better be fire. His response better be fire. Because he in trouble. He's in big trouble. If Drake mentioned me in a song, what could he say about me? He really making a mistake doing that. I ain't academics. Shoot. They was like, I'm confused. I thought you was a Pusha T guy. I thought you was a Drake guy. You hated on Pusha T. I'm like, what? I'm not a Drake guy, or I'm a Truth guy. Okay. Pusha T attacked this man for absolutely no reason. He wanted, just jealous of Drake, period. That's all it was. And Duppy was better than that crap he put out. You are hiding a child. I'm like, oh God, that was, I hate. Nah, that Duppy freestyle was way better than that. Y'all just hated Drake so much, y'all just wanted to see him lose. And I was like, well, he definitely didn't lose the rap battle to this guy. That was for sure. I'm not mad at nobody for losing. What the hell are you talking about? Because nobody lost, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. Drake not equipped. Mm-hmm. They're never going to understand that. Because that's what hip hop is, man. Hip hop is about putting in that work. Drake got 24 hours to respond. Mm-mm. Somebody had to be. Oh, infrared was, man, that beat, everything was on point. He's just not better than Drake. Pusha T is not better than Drake. I'm sorry. I would listen to a Drake song before I listen to him. It's funny because Kendrick said in his video what I said in my last review when it first came out, when Euphoria came out. What did I say in my review? You are not gonna be able to Tootsie slide your way out of this. And he said it in the rhyme. I was like, Kendrick heard my video. Remember when I said that in the video? You can't Tootsie slide your. And we was in here clowning that bullshit. I said, that's the worst song Drake ever made. And he put it in there. You can't Tootsie slide yourself out of this one. I died laughing when Kendrick said that in his rhyme. I swear to God, I rolled. Because I was like, that's the same thing I said. You can't Tootsie slide yourself out of this one. It's going to resurface. Every dog got their day. Now live in your purpose. It was all fun. And you start putting money up in the streets, right? Then you lost the money. And they came back with no receipts. You paid all these fools that money to try to dig up this stuff on Kendrick, and you came back with nothing. Academics can't find you nothing. Academics be like, look, his braids. He's changing his hair. Like he said, I'm sorry, man. I live a boring life. I love peace, but I'm war ready, buddy. So if you ready to see, if you bleed, the Elohim, the KTW, baby. No, you can't sleep. These images will trouble you, man. You can't mess with an Israelite. You're an Ashkenazi Jew. Nah, that's not good. It's not good messing with an Israelite. I'm just telling you, they know some things. And it's hard when they know things about themselves and they have an inner peace. It's hard to mess with a man like that, especially when that man can rap better than you. Yeah, and see, he inserts that doubt and he plays and pulls the string of that insecurity of Drake. Oh, you could say Hebrew versus Zionist or the Battle of Israel. You can call it that. Or God versus the devil. You could call it that. You can call it. You can call it what you want. You can title it how you want. But I'm just saying, it is really going to be hard for you to be somebody who knows and have very much knowledge of self. You're going to be amazed how they see the world and the fictional world that you live in, and you absorbed in character, that you have gone lost. He's that character in Tropic Thunder that Robert Downey Jr. played. I'm the dude dressed as the dude disguised as another dude. That's him. That's who Drake is. Yo, man, I've been in these streets. Yo, man, I know what it's like. For 400 years, man, we've been prosecuted. It's like, dude, you are not. I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude. Drake makes good music. Yeah, he makes some good songs. But look, like I'm telling you right now, chocolate cake is good. Right? Chocolate cake is good. Tastes good, don't it? But do you want chocolate cake for dinner? That gonna nourish you? Chocolate cake ain't gonna nourish you. You're gonna get a lot of cavities. You're gonna get a lot of sugar intake, diabetes. Chocolate cake is good, but it ain't good for you to keep eating. See, I want a full balanced meal. See, I want some steak and potatoes and some carrots on the side, some broccoli, some steamed broccoli. That's what I'm getting when I see this. This is what I'm getting. I know what I'm getting for my money. Mm. Yeah, because on the Patreon, we hit them up to this. We got the NBA corruption explained part 1. Oh, buddy, wait to part 2. Then you're really going to see. Then Jada Pinkett is trying to snipe this dude and put a hit out on him. He can't even come back in the United States. He went on Tasha K. Yeah, you're going to find out what's going on, man. Oh, Neo and the baby mama situation? That drama? That's only the piece of it. Oh, I named all those people that was in that Illuminati meeting. All the people we knew. That was at the Creator's secret recruiting meeting. Told you, Cino be knowing. Tank Davis sleeping with Floyd Mayweather's daughter, according to Ryan Garcia. Oh, that content creator, this is what led to us naming all the names. Look, she's dead now. Eva Evans, TikTok star, gone at 29, and the others keep coming up missing. See, nobody's talking about it, but it's deep. Y'all don't really know what's going on. Then America's new crisis that we got. So there's plenty of videos y'all have not seen because they're on the Patreon. Yeah, we talked about this goofy Rick Ross. I had to expose him. So anyway, that's the Patreon. That's what's popping right now. We got a lot more coming. So hold your head. How are we hating on Drake if we are telling and agreeing that he did what he did? Drake has 13 albums. Kendrick got 4 albums. That says a lot. Yes. And Kendrick got classic albums. Drake has 13 albums. What did that say? Gilly is Hollywood now. He's not somebody you can trust anymore. But like he said, right? If Drake was street smart, you would have caught that your entourage is only trying to get some money out you and hustle you. You got 100 Negroes around you on salary, and about 20 of them want to see you dead. And one of them is actually next to you. That plays into the paranoia of Drake. If somebody said that and one of them is right next to you, you're going to be like, I knew it. Why would Kendrick say something like that? He knows something. Drake ain't finna trust a lot of people. He said 2 of them are practically tied to your lifestyle. Drake is really finna be, y'all think Drake don't care about nothing. He said Drake care about that. They just don't got the audacity to tell you. But let me tell you some game. Because I see you, my little homie. You playing dirty with propaganda, you know. It's going to blow up on you. What do you call it? Zach Beers and Twitter bots. You using those Twitter bots and Zach Beer. I don't even know what Zach Beer is, but you can't hide behind your Wi-Fi. Your memes, all that stuff that's losing its power. Stream is not even working. They figured you out. Your forced opinions is not even convincing. Y'all need a new route to go. It's time to look around you and see who's around you. right? Before you figure out that you're not alone, and ask, what would Mike do? What would Mike do? Oh man, this is real, 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 real. Cam and Mace are trying to align themselves. Well, mostly Cam was doing a lot of damage, but Mace knows he needs to stay out of this. I ain't gonna say nothing else, but let me just say, Mace and Drake has a very good relationship for years. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, that's all I'm gonna say. Now I can say more, but I won't. Nope, I won't say more. I'm somebody that didn't like the damn album. I thought the damn album was gonna be better than what it was. But Kendrick Lamar wasn't putting out any music because he was going through a situation with his record company. He wasn't gonna go 13 albums in like Drake before he realizes I need to make some money. Drake is just starting now to get his money after Scorpion. So after the Scorpion album, that was the last time they were eating off him. So that was the celebration of his emancipation. He has completed all his due diligence with Cash Money and Lil Wayne and all them dudes eating off of him. So now he's like, yes, I've signed my big deal. Now he's got big money coming in. And now he can sit there and play God. He actually got more albums than that because his mixtapes were like albums. You know, his songs were like songs. They like on his mixtapes, they were like 7 minutes, 8 minutes, 6 minutes. You know, he's a real MC. Like when Kendrick Lamar went to Detroit and went to Eminem's studio, the studio that Eminem recorded at, he made Kendrick tell his homeboys to wait outside. They couldn't come in. He just wanted Kendrick in there because he wanted to see if Kendrick really could write. And he was like, man, I don't know if this dude got some writers writing his stuff. I wanted to see if he was gonna write the song. He wrote the song right then and there and spit it. And he said, oh wow, okay, this dude's legit. So Eminem knew Kendrick was the one. Like, no, this dude really for real. Like he really pen his stuff. So that's why. Tell me, is there a Drake and Eminem song? I have a question. Is there a Drake and Eminem song? They said it's called Forever. Drake and Eminem on Forever. Now, did they record that song together? Absolutely not. I just wanted to see who was all going to respond. Now that you've all responded, here's the thing. Forever was a song that was recorded. That was Drake Forever featuring Lil Wayne and Kanye West. Eminem got on there. Yeah, Eminem wanted that. Eminem wanted to, he was going to make a diss record going at Lil Wayne, and he was going to do that, and Kanye West, all of them. He was going to go in the booth and destroy them. He actually had wrote a rhyme destroying them, and Drake's and all these guys, and then they were like, oh no, don't do that. So when Drake was in Detroit, he brought Eminem out, and Eminem, he's like, Drake is like the biggest fanboy there is. He was bowing down to Eminem on stage. It's like, you can never be the king, dog, doing stuff like that, acting like that. I've never seen another human being, hip hop artist, bow before Eminem. That is just the lamest. That's the most Canadian lamest I've ever seen somebody do. You will never be respected. Eminem supposed to get on that record because they said, "No, don't do that. We're gonna get them on the record. Kanye's they're gonna be all on the same record." So Eminem was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, it can go this way." That's how he did the Drop the World, because he wasn't gonna do the Drop the World. Pick up the world and I'ma drop it on you fucking head. So Eminem went in there and was like, "Oh, I'm finna crush this dude." They say Lil Wayne's the greatest rapper alive, and he actually says this. I'm finna crush this guy on this record. Eminem got up there and crushed him on Drop the World. He crushed Lil Wayne on that because he wanted to let him know, dude, you never, ever will be this. Don't ever say that. Greatest rapper alive, Little Weezy F Baby, the greatest rapper alive. And it was like, what? Like, how do you have, Eminem was like, I'm not saying me, but how do you have the audacity to say that? So he was going to diss Lil Wayne just off that. So when you see stuff like that, Drake, you can't be doing that. You can't be talking tough and doing that, bowing on stage to Eminem. The Jewish man bowing down to the pure white man. That don't look good. That don't look good. That don't look good for you. Now you can't jump bad. Can't jump bad now. We've seen plenty of people play Eminem respect. Do you think Jay-Z gonna go bow down to Eminem? No. Think Nas gonna bow to Eminem? You think any of these rap artists are going to bow in front of Eminem? I mean, MC8 and Jim Jones. Of course, 8 Hype is better than him. That's 8 Hype. Mm-hmm. MC8 ain't dead. What are you talking about? Oh man, yeah, it's crazy, man. But that's hip hop. Hip hop is crazy. It's not a sport for the lane. It's like the commercial artists just stay in their lanes. And when you don't stay in your lane, you get snatched out the frame. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, well, that's what that's what happens when you get in a ring with somebody like Kendrick Lamar. He stirs the pot. His one song is more valid than probably 3, 4 of your albums. You see, that's where he relates to not normally somebody like Kendrick Lamar don't relate to the audience that he does. You got suburbanites, you have people from the hood. He connects with everybody, which is unusual. That song, Humble, I couldn't stand that song. But everybody else loved it. You had every suburbanite. I always got bars, son. But my bars is not for YouTube. I don't fit the algorithm. But like that, it down, be almost, it down, be almost, sit down. It's like they thought that was a Drake diss. I'm like, that ain't no Drake diss. That's just him making a song. And it's catchy as hell. And every little suburbanite was riding around in a little Kia. Yeah, sit down, be humble, sit down. I'm like, this is not what I want to hear. Now, would I battle K-Dot if I was still in it? Like I was like into that groove? I mean, I wouldn't have no problem with battling if we gonna do a lyrical thing, but yeah, I'm way out of tune for this. Yeah, Big Sean was giving him the business though. Now that's who was giving him the business, was Big Sean. He wasn't laying down. Now Big Sean was giving it to him. You want me to tell you how powerful Kendrick Lamar is? Let me show you. This is how powerful Kendrick Lamar is. Once he mentioned this in Euphoria.
Over a decade-long feud, and now a new Kendrick Lamar diss record targeting Toronto's own Drake has one local Chinese restaurant caught in the middle, but in a good way. New Ho King on Spadina was mentioned in the song Euphoria, and now the owner says they have since been showered with 5-star reviews.
Talk about me and my family, Crody. Someone go bleed in your family, Crody. I be a New Ho King.
New Ho King. There you go. That's right. I'm trying to learn how to sing the song now.
Johnny Liu is the owner of New Ho King in Chinatown. He says since last night, his phone has been blowing up with messages.
This morning, a lot of people text me. He said, "Oh, look at that. That's your restaurant?" I said, "Yes." And they said, "Oh, look at that. Look at the song."
Don't speak on the family, Crody. You can get deep in the family, Crody.
In the song, Kendrick Lamar jokingly pokes fun at the Toronto accent and slang. He then specifically mentioned the restaurant and their fried rice.
I be a New Ho King eating fried rice with a dip sauce and a blammy, Crody.
He said, "Good food and might be the fried rice. Get more rice. The chef gonna be busy."
Since the song was released Tuesday, Google reviews for the establishment have been soaring with positive feedback, with most mentioning the song and their now famous dish.
Whoa, 7 minutes ago.
So people are mentioning the song that Kendrick.
Yep, I see that Kendrick's a good guy. Oh my God.
Liu says he expects more customers will be stopping by since he's been receiving this international attention. Even today, customers we spoke to said they made their way to Chinatown to try the fried rice, thanks to the American rapper.
I came all the way from Markham just to see this fried rice, man. Kendrick Lamar, you got to pay respect to K-Dot, man. Ever since he dropped the diss track, I was like, I got to visit this place.
Now you see the effects. Do you see the effects now between him and Drake? Do you see the effects when K-Dot say something and when Drake say something? Drake is cotton candy. It evaporates. It's good when you get it. You like, man, cotton candy. Then it evaporates and it's gone. Oof. Now you got a toothache. It evaporates, it's gone, it's a weasel waddle, it's gone. Nobody talks about it. K-Dot blew that restaurant up in Drake's own city. Cotton candy was a good way to describe Drake. Cotton candy music. Mark is like, this is sad. Sheep. Right. That's exactly what it is. Sheep. I agree with you. The sheep. That's who all been following Drake. The sheep. His behavior has been way out of character for years. He's adopted this tough guy mentality, and he can't get out of it. He's stuck in there with all the syrupy drip rappers because he feels in order to survive, I got to stay connected to them. So now here I am looking like them. I got on fronts and I got braids in my hair. I'm painting my nails. I'm looking like Lil Yachty. I'm downloading the swag. Come on, man. You look ridiculous out here. When he named the restaurant, I'll be in New Ho King eating fried rice with the dip sauce with the blammy, shouted. That is crazy. He just mentioned it in the line. Now watch Drake try to do something like that. Yo, I'm gonna be up in your town on what's that restaurant by his house? I'm gonna be there on Friday. I'm doing it. It's a line of people here to see Drake right here in Kendrick's hometown. If he do something like that, I'll be like, dog, you just double down on the corny. Just don't do it. Oh, he said New Ho King is the restaurant that SZA robbed Drake at in 2010. Oh, well, if that's the truth, then I like that I don't know about. So if Drake got robbed there in 2010, I don't know. That's Lil Kev's truth moment said that. Man, Drake ain't got not one King Kunta. I'm going to tell you that right now. Yeah, but shouts out to welcome to HD IITV. Don't forget to go to my Patreon, Carcino for Life, so y'all can hear the rest of what happened with Future and Drake and why they really beefing and what's going on there. Then you're going to find out what's really going on with The Weeknd and Drake. We ain't did that video yet, but that's coming up too. You're going to have a lot of stuff on there to keep you entertained. My Drake voice sound like Cat Williams? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Because Drake sounds like a little girl and he talks like this, and Cat Williams does not. Right. Cat don't talk like that. Cat Williams talk. I was going minding my own business. I'm sitting there like, what am I to do? I done told everybody what he was supposed to be saying, but they didn't want to listen to me. Mm-hmm. So anyway, thank y'all for the super chats. Thank y'all for the love, the support. Appreciate all y'all that came up here. The two Marcuses battling it out. Who's the real Marcus? We got the Marcus that's stuck with the OVO flag. I'm holding on to this flag. This flag has never let me down. You guys are all sheep. And the other Marcus that says, you are an embarrassment. The two Marcuses. He's like, oh, he was like, Drake spoke about it in an article in GQ magazine in 2010. Okay, well, I'm gonna look into that, Lil Cam. Well, Lil Cam done did his homework, baby. Lil Cam know all about it. Lil Cam like, look, we got the files on this guy. We got the paperwork. Oh, man. Anyway, hopefully all of y'all have subscribed. He said Drake allegedly tried to get Like That removed. He's trying to end Kendrick. That's the same thing Jay-Z tried to do to DJs to get them to stop playing Ether. Yeah, he tried to get Like That. He sent the cease and desist because Kanye West, the Kanye West version of Like That and all that stuff on there. So he sent the cease and desist for the Kanye West thing. I don't know how, allegedly. That's the one he sent the cease and desist for. Did you notice the Kanye version kept getting taken down every time it popped up? Yeah, so let me go ahead and get ready and we can get into the Darvin Ham situation because I think I got the green light to go off. So let me go ahead and check and see if I got the green light to go crazy and talk about this Darvin Ham Lakers situation. All right. So I'm gonna wait because I probably should wait till he do an exit interview before I can get permission to expose what I know. So anyway, I'm out of here. Thank y'all again. Thank Kwame Brown, Bus Life, everybody that came through Jag Sports with Jose Rodriguez. And we about to go.